Today we have big news, like a Roblox game being exposed, a popular YouTuber messing up, and so much more.
Hey there, KreekCraft here. Please subscribe for more Roblox news videos.
Recently a bunch of people have been getting banned for swearing and stuff in voice chat, and a lot of people are confused because they thought you were allowed to swear. But if I remember correctly, Roblox said that you're allowed to swear if you're with friends, but if you're in a public space it's not allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I think people were just confused with the rules. A lot of bans have been popping up recently. So a general rule of thumb I guess is not to say anything too insane, because Roblox is handing out a bunch of bans. And also recently, they started giving random users voice chat without the user having to submit verification. So the rules are probably going to be stricter. And next we have a bit of drama / sad news. If you're a part of the big hunt for RB Battles, it's officially over now, if you want to get the gold version of the items. And most players are sad that the hunt's over. But obviously some people are also mad, because to get the gold items, you have to be one of the first, I think like 10,000 to get the item. And obviously there's a lot of complaints because of time zones, and people having school and not be able to get it. Which obviously does suck and is a bit unfair. But also, there's not much you can do about this. No matter what, some people just aren't going to have the right time. Especially since the time is random. The bits aren't just released at a specific time. They have to be found by players through hints and stuff. So there's literally not much you can do about this issue. I guess you can argue though that there shouldn't even be gold versions. But also that kind of ruins the point of the whole hunt. And I feel like it wouldn't be as exciting if there wasn't gold versions. I don't know, there's a lot of sides to this argument, let me know what you think. Overall, some players accept it, but some are frustrated because they spend so much hours just for it to happen while they're asleep. And next we have people mad and confused in a Roblox game. Recently the popular game Maple Hospital had this weird update, where they had a weird thumbnail and stuff. And people were kind of grossed out by this and also thought it was pretty weird. But the thing is, Maple Hospital does stuff like this all the time. They always do super weird and questionable thumbnail and updates. Now to be fair, besides the fact that it's weird, it is a hospital game, so all the updates and stuff make sense. But next we have a Roblox dev being exposed. In the popular game Hood Modded, a builder was exposed for scamming players. They are aware and decided to keep the builder, despite the fact he literally scammed someone. And as we can see, there is proof of this happening. Someone asked and they said it was 6 months ago, confirming it did happen. Overall, people think it's messed up, and are also confused why the owner's so chill about it, and why isn't he removing the builder from the team. But next up, a YouTuber got called out. The developer behind Grand Peace Online recently took action against a YouTuber and his friends for leaking information about their game, which is pretty crazy, because it seems like people leak stuff all the time, but they never get caught, or the devs don't do anything. But this dev is just striking them down, which fair enough. I don't really see anything too wrong with this. Maybe it was a bit harsh though. But overall, the community seems to be siding with the dev on this one. And speaking of devs, let's look at a dev getting exposed. So as most of us are aware, Shopping Simulator hasn't been having the best of times. They've been getting constant hate for the past few weeks, for several reasons. And today they did something pretty bad once again. So one of the devs got a gold item in RB Battles, which means he was one of the first. But apparently they weren't supposed to do this, and weren't allowed. And goes against your agreement with RB Battles. NDA stands for non-disclosure agreement, so it means like both parties agree to do something. And everyone has been spamming their comments with NDA breakers and stuff, which is crazy if this is true. And also pretty massive from the devs. But anyways, it's getting to a popular YouTuber messing up. And also Roblox messing up too. KreekCraft recently uploaded a pretty popular YouTube short. And while in the intro, a character right next to him has something super inappropriate on their avatar. And Kreek didn't notice this, so it was just there for everyone to see. Now this isn't so much of KreekCraft's fault than it is Roblox's. Like we know the moderation sucks, but come on. The item wasn't even disguised or anything, it was clearly something so bad. Kreek did find out after saying he didn't notice, and he has now blurred it out, since he can blur videos on YouTube after uploading. But it was like this for a few hours actually. And finally let's get into our last story, which is RB Battles has a huge problem. A lot of players this year sadly can't compete in the challenges, because of the loot box ban in some countries. If you don't know, some countries ban loot boxes, and this applies to Roblox as well. So any game with loot boxes, players can't play. And yeah, this sucks. But I also don't think RB Battles could do anything about this. I'm pretty sure they set this all up before the laws even came into effect. So it's not like they can just change the games. And also this depends on the devs. They have to change stuff in their game to make it playable in every country. Overall though, this is a pretty big issue for Roblox as a whole, because so many games now have loot boxes, especially simulator games, which is a very popular genre. So yeah, check out this video where Roblox scam their own players, and I'll see you in the next one.